So I recently had an email subscriber reply back. I sent out an email and it said my 3 favorite passive profits crypto streams, my 3 favorite crypto income streams essentially. And 2 of those were Bitcoin related, and 1 of those was related to Tron, another cryptocurrency. And he replied back, or she replied back, whoever it was, and said, hey, why is this website not showing up properly? So let me just show you that real quick. If you don't have, it's because they don't have the Tronlink Wallet installed. If you don't have a Tronlink Wallet installed and you go to a website, say like Frag Bonds, for example, what you're going to see is something like this. It just doesn't actually load. And it's not loading because I don't have the Tronlink Wallet installed. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to download basically the Tronlink Wallet. So if you just come to Google and you put Tronlink extension in and then do a Google search, you'll come to this. And all you have to do is click add to Chrome, which by the way, I'm using the Cryptotab web browser, which of course is a Chrome based browser. So it works identical. Add to Chrome, add extension. All right, here we go. Tronlink has been added. Great. And then you come here. You create a password. Password can be anything that you want. It's got to include 8 characters. Come here. This is just a demo wallet. It's not my real wallet. There you go. Got it. Click continue. And the password's just for logging in on this account, this wallet on this computer. And then you can click create, restore. I can show you that here in a little bit. But if you just come to create, account name, you can make it up. You can my main account. Then you click continue. Now you want to write these down so you don't forget them. Whatever you do, you want to write them down so you don't forget them. Now these are important because this will allow you to, all you need is these 12 words, and you'll be able to restore your account. Now you need to remember them in the order that they're in. Please copy down the mnemonic for your new account below. You will have to confirm the mnemonic on the next screen. So you want to remember them in the exact order that they're in. So I would recommend that you literally write them down. Don't take a picture of them. Don't save it. Don't save it on your computer. Don't do anything like that. It's a common mistake that people make, but keep in mind, you're going to have cryptocurrency in here. And even if you don't develop a large amount of cryptocurrency, if you're using my crypto passive profit strategy, it's going to add up and it could become a lot. But even if you don't have a lot in there today, you're like, hey, I only got $100 in there. It's not the end of the world. That's fine. But if Tron in the next few years goes up a lot, it could end up being a substantial amount. So just keep that in mind. So you go next, and then you have to basically put them in order. All right. So now we have a Tronlink wallet. So this is your wallet address. So once you have Tron, once you go to an exchange, the exchange that I personally like to use is KuCoin. I'll put a link in the description on the KuCoin exchange if you're familiar with using exchanges. If not, then I will put out a video on how to buy Tron on an exchange. That will be coming out later. But now you have your wallet. Now, a couple things you need to know. This is your wallet address. You can just copy this. And if you want someone to send Tron, or if you're sending Tron to yourself from an exchange, you're going to send it to this address. If you try to do something with Tron and you don't have once you have Tron in your wallet, you'll have some bandwidth, but you need energy to use the Tronlink wallet. I have a video on how to freeze Tron. I'll put that up in the description. That energy that you have will help you. If you have some Tron in your wallet, then it will burn small amounts of that Tron for any energy that you don't have. And if this sounds complicated, don't worry about it. Here's what I'll tell you. Just don't let your balance in your wallet ever drop below 10 or 15 Tron, and you're always going to be okay. And 10 or 15 Tron is like 10, 20 cents. So you're going to always be okay as long as you have 10 or 20 Tron in your wallet. But if you want to understand how you can prevent from burning small amounts of that Tron when you're interacting with other dApps and websites, then watch my video on how to freeze Tron. Now, here's the most important thing that you need to know is your private key. Nobody can restore your wallet. If you lose access to your wallet, you're the only one that can restore it. The mnemonic phrase that you say, the 12-word phrase, if you come down here to, let's see. This mnemonic phrase right here, this 12-word phrase, that will allow you to access your account from any other wallet. Like if you download Tronlink on another computer, you can normally access it with the mnemonic phrase. I don't think it will allow you to restore the account fully. It may, but the one thing that you want to make certain that you have is your private key. You want to save this private key. Whatever you do, again, I'm not using this account, so don't worry about it. I'm not using this wallet for anything. Once we get done here, I'll delete it. I'll be done with it. What I recommend that you do not do is save this in Notepad on your computer. In fact, I recommend that as little as possible that you even bring it up to be seen on your computer, because keep in mind, it is possible for people to see what you're doing online. There are programs that will allow people to do that. The average person is probably not at a high risk for that program, but I would just be mindful. What I would never do is leave it in a Notepad that's unsecured on your hard drive, like notes on your computer. There's two options that I recommend. One is write it down somewhere, double check it, triple check it. I've made the mistake. I've lost I think it was almost $1,000 I lost one time with an Ethereum wallet. I have a video about that. In fact, I'll put that video above as well. You can watch that video, learn from my mistake. It was kind of a stupid mistake, but just be very careful. So what I would recommend that you do is write this down, triple check it, quadruple check it 10 times. Make sure it's legible. Make sure it's readable. Make certain that you have everything from a zero separated, that your A's don't look like, a small O or something. You just make sure that everything is written well and it's written neat. I would save that in a file, wherever you put some of your most important, say, tax documents or whatever. If you have file or whatever you have, a safe in your house, whatever, I would put that private key there. The next thing that you can do, which is the problem with private keys on pieces of paper, is if you're like me, no matter what, you've lost important pieces of paper before. So another thing that you can do is if you have a password manager, like I use Lastpass, and I'll put a link down in the description. This is the red thing you see here is Lastpass. Password managers, you can typically, on my password manager, for example, there's a place to create a note. And when you create a secure note, it's encrypted. The company Lastpass doesn't even have access to it. And all you need to do with the Lastpass password manager is remember one main password. One main password, and you're going to always be able to get into your password manager, and it has access to all your passwords. Password managers are typically very good. In fact, I took a cybersecurity course by a cybersecurity expert, one of the best in the world, actually one of the best in Europe, but by extension, one of the best in the world. And one of the things that he taught, that course was over my head, I promise you. But one of the things that I got from him was that password managers are actually quite good for security, and it's a good alternative to trying to write down all your passwords and keep them to your track of them yourself, where you can lose sheets of paper, et cetera, et cetera. Well, when it comes to your private key, this isn't an email address that you can restore the password to. You lose that private key, you lose your funds. So I know some people aren't going to agree with this, but a good backup is a secure encrypted note on a good password manager. And I like to use Lastpass. You can use whatever password manager you like. Lastpass is easy. I love it. I use it all the time. All right. If you have any questions, be sure to put them down in the comments below. That's how you install the Tronlink wallet. And in another video, I'm going to show you how to restore a Tronlink wallet if you lost access to it. So stay tuned for that. Okay, before I totally sign off, I forgot to show you what Frags bonds look like once you have the Tronlink wallet installed. So we just installed the wallet. Come to Frag bonds. You notice it still says loading. Click refresh. And here we are. So this new wallet doesn't have any bonds or anything in the balance. And if you've seen my previous videos on frag bonds, you know that I do have bonds and I am earning. So anytime you go to a web page, and if you have Tronlink installed and you go to a web page and you're like, hey, it's not showing up, make sure you log into your Tronlink account, because it's the same thing if you're not logged in. Watch this, just so you can see. I just want to show you. Where is it? Log out. There we go. All right. So now we're logged out. Watch. If I refresh, it should go back to loading. See? Loading. So if you go and you see this on a web page, you'll be like, oh, am I logged in? Oh, crap, I'm not logged in. So then you can log in. There we go. And now we're logged in. Of course, we refresh the page. So there you have it. How to install the wallet, the Tronlink Wallet, and how to access any dApps or any Tron-related websites. This works the same way with Ethereum if you're using an Ethereum website and MetaMask, etc., etc.